We're actually making two projects tonight. They're the same project, but completely different stamp sets. So this is the first one. This is the second one. We're using the Darling Donkeys and the Snailed It. I love both of them. And this, of course, is the one that is going to be in the bingo event. Okay? Okay, let's get started. So we're just going to make the first one, and then we'll make the second. So I'm putting away the stuff for the first one. And we're going to take out this basic white cardstock. And this is the Brights pattern of the paper that, as a demonstrator, we could order them in December. And the new recruits get these in their starter kit. Okay, so let me grab the stamps. We're using this donkey and these two images. So first I'm going to stamp him. I just re-inked my Memento ink pad, so hopefully I didn't do anything wrong. I did not. It looks good, right? Okay, now we're going to stamp. Well, we're going to wait on these two. So let's go ahead and color him. I've got Smoky Slate, Crumb Cake, and Petal Pink, okay? I'm laughing just because how can you not laugh at him? So I'm going to start with the Petal Pink and color his ear right here. And now I'm done with that one, okay? Then I'm going to take the Crumb Cake, the dark, and I'm going to trace around the edge of his mouth. And then I'm going to take the light and fill it in. Okay, now we're going to take the dark Smoky Slate. When I edit this video for my blog and for YouTube, I always zoom in on the coloring so that you can see it better. I don't think we can zoom in on a live video here on Facebook. Now I'm coloring his hooves. Okay, now I'm going to go around the edge of him with the dark, okay? So just like when we used to color with crayons, trace the outline. Back in the old days, I used to always rush through this and apologize for going slow. And I finally slowed down after a gazillion comments of asking me to slow down. Okay, now I'm taking the light Smoky Slate. Things change though. Back in the old days, people just wanted you to just share what you're making and shut your pie hole and just get her done. Now people actually want you to talk. So things will change again, but I'm finally slowed down. But then the people that actually want to tell you what you're doing wrong will just find something new. Y'all know. I was reading, somebody announced that they were pregnant or expecting, and I could not believe the negative comments that people posted. Okay, isn't that cute? Now, I'm going to take my light Crumb Cake. Yeah, and I'm just going to blend in a little bit more just to kind of make the dark and the light blend. And then the same thing with the donkey, just around the edges. Oh, I need to replace my, it's dead. The end is dead. What is this, the light? I have a new one. Okay, now we're going to cut him out because he doesn't have a die. And I have heard y'all, many of you have said, I really wish we had die cuts for these dudes. I know, I agree, me too. But we don't. So we're going to fussy cut them. And the way that we're going to do it tonight, like, it's not really going to be noticeable if it's not perfect. I promise. So I always feel like I cut better if I stop talking. So yeah, you haven't lost your sound if you don't hear anything for a minute. I'm concentrating real hard. My daddy's always had horses his whole life, my whole life. But several years ago, he actually bought a donkey, and he was pretty funny. It was after I moved to Kansas, so I didn't get to spend that much time with it, but they have Mule Day in Columbia, Tennessee, and so my dad always helps organize that event. When we used to go as kids, oh my God, I would get the most awful sunburn of my life. Like, even my ears and eyelids would get sunburned. TMI, I know. I say that because we look back at pictures and we laugh real hard at our sunburns. Ruh-roh. Sorry, I didn't turn my sounds off on my other device. Okay, we're almost done. I'm doing a not very good job on cutting him out, but the way we're going to use him, you won't be able to tell because he's going right on top of something. And the white blends with the white, so don't worry. Yeah, if you look real close at that, you'll be like, whoa, she's not very good at that, but it's okay. Now, we're going to, what are we doing? We're going to go ahead and cut out an oval, 2 ovals actually. These are the dies we're using today. So we're going to cut out a 2 stitched ovals, okay? So I've got my little mini. And I need my 1 and a 2. And let's see, we'll cut this one out and this one out. Okay, the Hey Chick dies come out on February 1st. So the Hey Chick dies, the Hey Birthday Chick, all of those are available on February 1st. Yep. Okay, now we have this oval, we have this oval. Now we're going to stamp again. So we're going to stamp Hee Haw down here at the bottom. And then we're going to stamp It's Your Birthday on this little oval. Okay, so remember when I was saying that it doesn't matter that he's not cut out perfectly, and it's because he's going right on this oval and it's okay because the white kind of blends in with the white. So I'm just going to take some liquid glue, and I'm not popping him up because if I popped him up, then it would be noticeable. So don't pop him up. Okay, I'm going to hold that for a second. I had a video to share with y'all today. I actually had 2 videos. And I couldn't be online much today because Brooke had orientation for her student teaching at the high school. And our internet is so bad that I couldn't take a chance of Brooke not being able to do her orientation. So I did not get my stuff done because even though I stayed offline, she still lost her signal like 4 times. I'm like, don't get me started on the whole internet thing again, right? Okay, so we added 3 red rhinestones. And now we're going to take this Poppy Parade. This is Poppy Parade. That's Melon Mambo. Okay, now we're going to get our Simply Scored scoring tool. So this is a 6x6 piece, and you can use either side that you want. I'm going to use this side this time. So we're going to score this at 1 inch, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, 5 1/2, and then turn it and score it at 1 inch. We're going to fold on the score line. All of them, I should say. Okay, here's what it looks like right now. So this 1/2 inch strip over here, we're going to remove this little piece right here, and then we're going to angle cut that. Then down here, we're going to cut up to the score line. Okay, that's how it looks right now. See? So we're going to fold this over and we're going to add our adhesive to that strip right there. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and then just fold this over. Where the seam is, that's the back of our bag. And this bottom front is going to be where we add our adhesive. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a little tall bag, and I want to show you the items that's going to fit in there before we close it, because I won't be able to show you once we close it. So, yeah, okay. You can add 4 of these Mercy chocolates. Man, those things are seriously good. And if you're allergic to dairy like me, it'll give you a stomach ache, but they're really good. They're worth the stomach ache, I should say. You can put 2 little mini threads. This is Aurifil. They fit perfectly in there. One of my downlines sells these little aromatherapy roll-on thingies. And then she also has these yummy green apple lip balms. So you can put 1 of each of those in there. So that fits in there. Hand sanitizer, another hand sanitizer, and then lots of candy. One of these little mini Kind bars that you can get these in bulk at Sam's, that fits in there. And then candy. So you can fill it up with all kinds of candy. Like if I put a couple Twix. Okay, so I've shown you what fits in there. Now we're going to finish this. Okay, so we're going to squeeze it. Squeeze in the sides a little bit. This would fit in there, see? But then to squeeze it closed, you have very little room to tie your ribbon, okay? So it will fit, but you would want to leave it open and then change the how you do the ribbon, okay? So we're going to add, and sometimes I take a little clip and hold this closed. Okay, there's that. Okay, pretty bow. Now we'll trim the ends of that. I can take the clip off now. And we're going to add this guy down here. Oh, I just noticed I had some extra liquid glue on there. So I'm just going to put some liquid glue in the middle. And add him there. And then we're going to add the greeting up here under the ribbon. So I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid glue here. Okay, what do you think? There's the first one. Cute, right? Okay, so now we're done with the Darling Donkeys. This is free with a $50 order during celebration. Now we're going to use the Snailed It with the Valentine Keepsakes. And like I said, these are the items I'm using in my bingo event. Okay, where's my memento? Here we go. So this is funny about the Chick dies. I just literally got rid of that stamp set. I gave it away. I was thinking I'm being nice. I'm giving them all away. And now the Hey Chick comes back. But that's okay. I'm not going to complain because the dies are fabulous. One more image. Oh, I should have, I don't even know why I have that there. Sorry. Well, I have it there because the chat box on my website was going really well, and then it kind of stopped. It didn't stop. People stopped using it. So I put it there to remind y'all to use that it works really well. Much better than email. So we're using Pool Party blends, crumb cake blends, and Flirty Flamingo blends. Yeah, they're all over there. It's all over there. There you go. Okay, let's color this snail. Isn't she so beautiful? I love her eyelashes. I tell Brooke sometimes that I named her Brooke so that I could always draw eyelashes on. So when I write her name out, I do this. So I write out her name, and then I always do this, and then I give it eyelashes. That's not really why I named her that, but it was an added benefit. Okay, so I'm going to start with the dark crumb cake. Yes, there's two sets. So I think there's a lot of confusion about the Hey Chick and the Hey Birthday Chick because they're not yet available. So it is two stamp sets. It is two sets of dies. One matches the old retired stamp set that was a celebration item a few years ago, like in 2017. So it wasn't like it was just last year. It was a while ago. Anyway. Yes, February 1st. So we still got a ways. I was just thinking that if I was going to zoom on the coloring when I edit this video, I just moved the image. That might make it difficult. Now the light crumb cake. And we're going to take the pool party. Pool party, I think, is one of my most favorite Stampin' Blend markers. And then the light Flirty Flamingo. Okay, now I'm going to color this. Actually, I'm going to get the brush tip on this because I'm coloring the entire thing. And then I'm going to take the dark Flirty Flamingo and just add it to these. Not sure what that's called, but okay, there she is. You can take your light crumb cake marker and just kind of blend in a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to get the die cut machine out again, and this time we're going to cut out the speech bubble and the snail. So we'll do her first, and I'm going to use a piece of washi tape to hold it down. I could attempt to do both at the same time, but I don't want to take a chance of messing up, so we'll just do one at a time. It's only been 30 minutes right now, so we're almost done, so not going too terribly over on my time. Look how beautiful. Okay. And I do know that some people don't like the snail set. That's okay. We're all different. Thank goodness we're not all the same. What a boring world it would be if we were. I like her though. I like it. I was trying to not put my head in the camera. I have my hair in a bun today. Someone did ask the other day, when am I going to start showing my face again? Not until I get a new software figured out. I'm like, do y'all want cute projects or do you want to see me? I can't do it all right now. I will. I committed to my husband I would, but everything takes so much time. Okay, so here's the greeting. Okay, we're going to take this. This is the Bermuda Bay. Same pack of paper. It's in the Brights collection. So for people that join during celebration, they get this 5 packs of paper, all the color families. And this time I'm going to use this pattern. For this one, I used that one. And so I'm going to score this at 1 inch. Is that right? Get my cheat sheet here. 1, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and 5 1/2, and then turn it and score it at 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to fold on the score lines just like last time. Oh, that's so good, Blanky. I'm glad you got it. I love the little mini. In fact, I cut a whole bunch of basic white cardstock today at 3.5, just so I could use that with the mini. Okay, now we're going to take our scissors and we are going to cut that piece off and angle cut this. And then we're going to cut up to the score line on each of these. Fold that flap down. And then we're going to fold this over just like that. That's the back of our bag. So this is the front bottom of our bag, which is where we're going to add our adhesive. Okay, there's our bag. So we're going to take 2 ribbons. I did this during the holidays. I love using 2 different ribbons. So we're using the polka dot and the seam binding. This is also ribbon in addition to the twine that we're using in the Snailed It event. Okay, so I'm just going to squeeze the top. That's the back. I'm going to do the same thing with my little clip. I'm going to hold it closed. If you missed what fits in here, I did show on the other project, so okay. I'm trying to not waste any. That's why I don't cut it off the roll until after I tie it. But then keeping it on the roll makes it a little challenging to tie. There we go. Now we just clean that up a bit. You can take the clip off. And then now we want to add a little embellishment to this. Oh wait, I got one more piece to add. Grr, where'd it go? This is supposed to measure 1 3/4 by 1. This is from the Snail Mail Designer Series paper. And we're going to add that down here. Just going to take some liquid glue. I almost forgot this layer. Okay, she's going to go there. And then we cannot not have a embellishment. So I'm going to take one of these little resin hearts and add it right there. Okay, so we're going to take our liquid glue. Isn't it so cute? Can't you already tell? And then we'll add some liquid glue to this too. So this is not one of the Bingo event projects, but you can see, definitely see the potential, right? Aren't they so cute? They're both so stinking cute. I love them. But if you don't get that, let's say you're already a demonstrator and you didn't order in December, you can use our other Brights collection. So see, Not much different, right? And then here is the other donkey one from earlier today. So cute. They're so pretty. Yeah. Okay, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much.